guys, we are already done with differentiating a function explicitly. Recall again that we have two ways of differentiating a function. Depende kung siya ay explicit or implicit. Okay, paano nga kapag sinabi nating explicit function? Explicit yung function natin kapag ang y ay nai-express solely as a function of x. So for example guys, binigyan tayo ng x cubed plus y equals 0. So, pwede mong gawin y is equal to negative x cubed. So as you can see, ang y is na-express natin in terms of x. Another example, y squared is equal to x. Kapag ginawa mo yan, sinasabi mong x is a function of y. So what are we going to do in order to express y as a function of x? We could extract the root of y. Okay, so kapag in-square root ko both sides, you can see that y is equal to square root of x. And in this scenario, you could express y as a function of x. So ito yung way or ito yung time kung saan napapaghiwalay natin or napapagbukod natin yung values ni x and y independently. Pero paano kapag hindi mo mapaghiwalay yung dalawa? Example guys, x cubed y plus y squared is equal to 1. Okay? So kung ipa-factor out ko to, y is equal to x cubed plus y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 over x cubed plus y. So as you can see, hindi mo ma-express fully si y in terms of x. Kita? Isa pang example guys. What if you have y plus cosine y plus x equals 0? Okay? Tingin. Sa case na to ba, pwede mo bang ihiwalay yung y doon sa cosine? Hindi, di ba kasi yun naman yung angle mo eh. Wala kang magagawa. So, yung mga equation na yan, pwede pa din po natin yung i-differentiate. Pero, hindi na explicit differentiation dahil ang tawag po sa mga function na to ay implicit function. So, since explicit function po ang mga ito, edi ang ating pagdi-derive or pagdi-differentiate ay tinatawag nating implicit differentiation. Okay, so kasi kung ito is f of x, this time ito ay f of x and y na. So sa mga scenario ulit na hindi mo mapaghiwalay si y and x, we're going to differentiate them implicitly. And to start with, so copy your notes first. Hello guys, so let us have our first example. Looking in this to this equation, try ko i-factor out si y. Magkakaroon ako ng y squared plus x equals 3. So y is equal to 3 all over y squared plus x. So as you can see from this example, you cannot express y as a function of x. So in this case, hindi to explicit function, rather this is an implicit function. That is why we're going to differentiate this one implicitly. Okay? So, since simulang problem to, isa-isahin muna natin. Una, 4y cubed. Okay? I-apply lang natin yung power rule. Alin ba yung power rule ng differentiation? If you have x raised to n, pag dinifferentiate ko yan, that is equals to n quantity x raised to n minus 1. Okay? Pero may trick kapag y. So, bababa si 3, y, 3 minus 1. Okay? Pag dinifferentiate mo si y implicitly, lalagyan mo po ng y prime. Ang ibig sabihin ng y prime, dinifferentiate mo to 1 time. Kung y double prime yan, 2 times ka nang nag-differentiate. Once pa lang, kaya y prime pa lang. So ayusin ko to, this will become 3y prime y squared. Okay? And then, tingnan mo naman si xy. So, for xy, makikita mo, meron kang u, meron kang v. And basic differentiation formula, this will become u dv plus v du. Okay? So, your x is your u. So, u is equal to x. Du is equal to 1. And then, your v is equal to y. At anong derivative ng y? 1. And then, dinifferentiate ko ang y, lagyan ko ng y prime. So, 1 times y prime, or simply, your dv is y prime. So, u dv plus v du. So, x y prime plus y times derivative of u, which is 1. Okay? So, meron na akong para sa y cube, meron na akong para sa xy. Pwede ko nang i-reconstruct. Again, what's the derivative of y cube? That is equal to 3y prime y squared. So, 3y prime y squared. What's the derivative of xy? That is equal to xy prime plus y equal to derivative of 3 is 0, since that is only a constant. So, I have y prime 3y squared plus x equals negative y. So, the technique here, guys, is pagsamasamahin mo yung may like terms. In this case, pinagsama ko si 3y prime y squared plus xy dahil common yung term na y prime. And then, itilipat ko na sa kabila si y dahil wala naman siyang kasamahan. Okay? And then, if factor out to si y prime, and then, let's see kung isimplify pa natin to furthermore. So, as you can see, y prime is equal to negative y all over 3y squared plus x. Okay? And yan na yung y prime na pinapahanap sa atin. So, again, re-explain ko lang. To differentiate y cube implicitly, apply the power rule. So, that if you have an x raised to n, bababa si n, and then dahil bumaba, bawasan mo ng isa. So, kung titingnan mo, y cube, baba si 3, and then si 3 na exponent, bawasan mo ng isa. Eh, dahil y to, lagyan mo ng y prime, kasi for implicit differentiation. And kung isi-simplify ko to, magiging 3y prime y squared. Kung hindi pa po kayo sanay na mag-differentiate ng isang diretsuhan, it is highly advisable na gawin mong hiwa-hiwalay para hindi ka malito. And then sa hulihan, tsaka mo dun pagsamahin. Para medyo organized lang. Okay? And then guys, kapag napaghiwalay mo na, pagsamahin mo po ulit, and then algebraic simplification para makuha mo si y prime. Okay, so ganun lang po ang implicit differentiation. So, copy. Moving on to the second example, what if you have 3x squared plus xy minus y squared minus 10 equals 0? So again, let us differentiate this implicitly. So, for 3x squared, wala tayo dyang problema. Ang may problema lang tayo is for xy and for negative y squared. So, for xy, again, that's u dv plus v du. So, your u is x, then derivative of v is 1, kaya lang, dinerivative ko yung y, lagyan ko ng y prime, plus v, which is y, times derivative of u or derivative of x is simply 1. Hindi ko na po ilalagay. Or kung titignan nyo, kaparehas lang naman ang ginawa ko po dito. So, pwedeng diretso na pala tayo. And then, for negative y squared. So, ano mangyayari? Bababa si 2. So, negative 2y, 2 minus 1, times dinerivative ko si y, lagyan ko ng y prime. So, this is equal to negative 2y y prime. And then, pwede ko lang pagsamahin. What's the derivative of 3x squared? That is equal to 6x. derivative of xy, that is equal to xy prime plus y. Derivative of negative y squared, that is equal to negative 2y y prime. Derivative of negative 10, 0. So, equals 0. So, pagsamahin ko si xy prime at si negative 2y y prime. So, xy prime plus, minus negative 2y y prime. And then ito, i-transpose ko. Minus 6x plus y. And then, i-isolate ko si y prime. Y prime, quantity x minus 2y equal to negative 6x plus y. And then, dalhin ko sa baba, y prime is equal to negative 6x plus y all over x minus 2y. And that is already your y prime. Okay? So again kapag dinifferentiate mo si y, lagi mong lalagyan ng y prime. Yun lang po yung medyo weird kay y. Pero pagdating kay x, wala ka pong ibang gagawin. Okay? So, copy your notes. So more examples about implicit differentiation. This time we have x ln of y minus 7x equals 3. So we were asked to find y prime. Okay? So 4x ln y, kasi dito lang kayo medyo maninibago. Again, you have u and you have v. So this will become u dv plus v du. Okay? So, your u is x and your du is equal to 1. And then for ln of y, recall guys, that if you're differentiating ln of u, that is equal to 1 over u times du dx. Okay? So, 1 over u times du dx. So, for ln of y, its derivative is equal to 1 over y times the derivative of y, which is 1. Dahil dinifferentiate ko ang y, lagyan ko ng y prime. So, my dv is equal to y prime over y. And then, u dv plus v du. So, your u is equal to x y prime over y plus ln of y and then times du, which is 1. Okay? And then insert ko na doon. So I have x quantity y prime over y plus ln of y. Derivative of y is y prime minus 7 equals 0. Kasi constant lang naman po yung 3. So, kung i-isolate ko yung may common terms, I have here x, y prime, y, minus y prime equals 7 minus ln of y. Okay, so y prime quantity x over y minus 1 equals 7 minus ln of y. Okay? So, y prime is equal, y prime quantity x minus y all over y, minultiply ko lang po dun tapos all over y, equals 7 minus ln of y. Kung isi-simplify ko to, y prime is equal to, times ko dun si y, 7 minus ln of y all over x minus y. So, that's already my y prime. Okay? So, copy. Let's continue to the next example. I have here sine of x plus y equal to 5x cubed minus 2. So, again, we're going to differentiate this implicitly. So, first, sine of x plus y. Anong derivative ng sine? Cosine of x plus y. And then, after ma-differentiate mo yung buong function, i-derivative naman natin yung, or i-differentiate naman natin yung angle. So, anong derivative ng x plus y? Una, derivative ng x, 1. Derivative ng y, 1 times y prime equal to 5x cubed. Anong derivative nito? 15x squared. Derivative ng 2, 0. So, I have here 1 plus y prime equal to 15x squared divided by cosine of x plus y. Okay? So, meron akong y prime equal to 15x squared all over cosine of x plus y minus 1. Trinanspose ko lang po. Okay? And then, kung gusto ko pang isimplify, di ba, ita-times ko lang naman yun doon. Y prime is equal to 15x squared minus cosine of x plus y all over cosine of x plus y. And tapos na po ang laban. May sagot na po tayo. Okay? So, ganun lang po ang kadali. Okay? So, copy your notes. So, I have here another example. X e raised to y minus y cubed minus 3x equals 15. So, I have a mixture of algebraic and exponential function. So, madali na itong i-differentiate sa inyo. Ang hindi nyo na lang alam is paano kapag x e raised to y. Pero, easy lang din po yan. So, for x e raised to y, i-observe mo, meron kang u, meron kang v. So, again, this is u dv plus v du. Okay? So, u is equal to x, du is equal to 1. V is e raised to y. Okay? Recall, guys, if I am differentiating e raised to u, that is equal to e raised to u times du dx. Okay? So, in our case, that is e raised to y. So, e raised to y times derivative of y. So, differentiate ko siya. That is just 1. Pero dinifferentiate ko yung y, kaya wag mong kakalimutang lagyan ng yes, y prime. So, y prime e raised to y. Okay? So, u dv plus v du, that is equal to, dito ko na lang ilagay, your u is x, dv is y prime e raised to y, your v is e raised to y, your du is just 1. So, meron na akong para dito. So, anong derivative ng x e raised to y? X, y prime e raised to y plus e raised to y. Derivative ng y cube, 3y, that is 3y squared. Dinerivative ko ang y, lagyan ko ng y prime. Derivative ng 3x, that is 3. Derivative ng 15, that is 0. So, again, i-isolate ko yung may mga common terms. So, x, y prime, e raised to y minus 3y squared y equal to 3 minus e raised to y. I'm sorry. Yan. And then, i-factor out ko yung common term which is y prime. X e raised to y minus 3y squared equal to 3 minus e raised to y. So, y prime is equal to 3 minus e raised to y all over x e raised to y minus 3y squared. At yan na po ang ating y prime na pinapahanap. Okay? So, copy your notes. Okay guys, let us solve another example on getting y prime. What if you are given x raised to x and sabi find y prime? Okay? Madali sana kung ito ay isang constant dahil meron tayong formula kung constant to pero hindi. Pero madali pa din naman po yan. Let's say y is equals to x raised to x. Okay? And kung kukuhain ko ang lone ng both sides, pwedeng logarithm din. Mas madali lang kasi pag lone. So, this will become lone of y equal to lone of x raised to x. And then by properties of logarithm, if you have a logarithm of a raised to b, that will become b log of a. Or simply, bababa yung exponent dun. So, lone of y is equal to x lone of x. Diba? Mas madali po. Okay. And then guys, i-differentiate na natin siya implicitly. Again, recall, kung meron tayong derivative of lone of u, that will become 1 over u times du dx. So, unahin muna natin tong lone of y. So, for lone of y, pag in-differentiate ko yan, that will become 1 over u, so 1 over y, times the derivative of y, which is 1. Then, derivative ko yung y, paulit-ulit, lalagyan ko po ito ng y prime. And then, for x lone of x, since product yan, d u dv plus v du. Your u is x, your du is 1. And then, v is lone of x. So, ang derivative niyan is 1 over x times derivative ng x, which is just 1. So, u dv plus v du, ux dv 1 over x plus v lone of x times du, which is 1. So, makikita mo, this will become 1 plus lone of x. So, pag ginawa ko yan, anong derivative ng lone of y? Y prime over y. So, lalagyan ko dito para di kayo malito. Anong derivative ng x lone x? 1 plus lone x. And then, i-multiply ko doon, y prime is equal to y, quantity 1 plus lone of x. So, y prime is y, quantity 1 plus lone of x. Kung natatandaan nyo, sa simula, ginawa natin ang y is equals to x raised to x. So, palitan ko ang y ng x raised to x, quantity 1 plus lone of x. And, ito na po ang ating y prime. Okay? So, tama na po ba to? At some point, hindi pa po siya tama, pero ito po yung pinakatama. Okay? So, copy your notes.